Hello students, in this video lecture I am going to discuss the Cauchy problem for a first order general partial differential equation. So in this video lecture, I'm going to tell you theoretically what the Cauchy problem for a first order general partial differential equation means. Now, when you talk of a general first order partial differential equation, for the simplest possible case, that is when you have the number of independent variables is two. Let's say x and y are the independent variables, and let's say u is a dependent variable, and u depends on the independent variables x and y, which means that u is a function of x and y. Then a general first order partial differential equation with two independent variables x and y and with one dependent variable u is somewhat like this. It is some function involving the variables x, y, the independent variables x and y, the dependent variable u, and the first order partial derivative of u with respect to x, which we denote as ux, and the first order partial derivative of u with respect to y, which we denote by uy. So a general first order partial differential equation in two independent variables x and y and one dependent variable u looks somewhat like this, where, as I said before, ux is the first order partial derivative of u with respect to x and uy is the first order partial derivative of u with respect to y. Now, when you have a general first order partial differential equation, then the question is, what is the Cauchy problem associated with it? Now, when you talk of a Cauchy problem for the first order partial differential equation, then you should have a curve in hand. And of course, we are assuming here that we are basically working in a domain. If you have this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, which means that if this is your r square, then of course everything is taking place in some domain d of r square. So there is some domain d of r square in which we are working, which means that x and y's are coming from this domain d. So everything is happening in this domain D only. Now, when you talk of Cauchy problem for a given first order general partial differential equation, then there you always start with a curve. There is a curve C which is given to us always in the beginning, and this curve C is in the domain that we are considering. So C is a curve in the domain D, and let's say the parametric equations of, let's say the equations of C, the curve C are given, and let's say the equations of C are given in parametric form, although they can be given in Cartesian form also. But let us suppose that the equation of the curve C are x is equal to x naught t and y is equal to y naught t, where x naught t and y naught t are functions of t, where what is t? T is a parameter or an unknown, and this t is coming from some interval I, and that interval I is of course contained in R, the set of real numbers. So this is the case, and this curve C is of course again a curve in the domain D, because everything is taking place in the domain D only. So that we assume. Also, as far as these functions are concerned, x naught t, where x naught is a function of t, and y naught t, where y naught is a function of t, where t is a parameter or an unknown value, then there are certain assumptions that we make about x naught t and y naught t. The first thing is that we assume that the functions x naught t and y naught t uh, they can be differentiated with respect to t, which means that their derivatives x naught dash t and y naught dash t both exist. Also, we assume that these derivatives are piecewise continuous, which means that when you draw the graph of these functions, then the graph might not come out to be a continuous function. It might have breaks. So it might have breaks, but so it might be continuous in pieces. So it might be a these are piecewise continuous functions. This is what we are assuming, and also we assume that x naught dash square plus y naught dash square, this is non-zero. Now, why these assumptions are being made, this of course I'll come back to that, but these are the assumptions that we make with respect to the functions x naught t and y naught t. Now, once these things are there in hand with us, and also u is equal to u naught t, this is some prescribed function or given some a given function. This is also already given to us, where t belongs to the same interval I, where I is contained in the set of real numbers. So everything we have in hand with us. So when all these things are there in hand with us, that you are given a first order general partial differential equation of this form, fxy u ux uy is equal to 0, something like this is given to you, and you are working in some domain D contained in R square, and every thing is coming from this domain D, which means that these ordered pairs x and y, these are coming from the domain D in R square, and then C is a curve which is this is 0, fxy ux uy is equal to 0, and C is a curve in the domain D, and the equations of the curve C are given in parametric form: x is equal to x naught t and y is equal to y naught t, where there are certain assumptions we are making about the functions x naught t and y naught t, where t is a parameter or t is an unknown. So with those assumptions in hand, and also with the fact that u is equal to u naught t is some function which is prescribed, where again this prescribed means it's given already, and where t of course again comes from, t is a parameter or an unknown, and it comes from the interval I, which has been taken in the beginning. Now with these things in hand, the question is, what do you mean by Cauchy problem for this first order general partial differential equation with respect to the curve C and with respect to this prescribed value? Now, Cauchy problem simply means that you are looking for a solution u is equal to uxy of this first order general first order partial differential equation. You are looking for that solution of this first order partial differential equation, which is not only a solution of this equation, but it also satisfies this solution, not only satisfies this particular equation, but this solution also satisfies an additional condition. And what is that additional condition? That additional condition is that when you put x as x naught t in this u, when you put x as x naught t and y as y naught t, where x naught t and y naught t are these functions, then the value that you should get back should be equal to u naught t, which is this prescribed value. So this must happen. So you are looking for that solution u is equal to uxy. You are looking for that solution u is equal to uxy of this general first order partial differential equation, which is not only a solution, which not only satisfies this equation, but it also satisfies, but the solution also satisfies the condition that u naught t is equal to u of x naught t y naught t. So this condition must also be satisfied. If we are able to find such a solution, then we say that this is the Cauchy problem, in fact. And if we are finding out the problem of finding out such a solution is the Cauchy problem. And if we are able to find a solution which satisfies these conditions, then you say that you have been able to solve Cauchy problem, or you have found a Cauchy solution. And with the assumptions that we made in the beginning regarding these functions, I told you we are making certain assumptions that they are differentiable, they are piecewise continuous, and x naught dash square plus y naught dash square, this is non-zero. So these assumptions were made in the beginning. These assumptions made in the whole problem, they assure that Cauchy problem will always have a solution, or Cauchy solution will always exist. So we will always be able to find such a solution. And so basically, you given a first order general partial differential equation, you will always be able to find a Cauchy solution corresponding to the given curve C, and the prescribed value u is equal to prescribed function u is equal to u naught t, provided the conditions which we made in the beginning for these functions x naught t and y naught t are satisfied. Now this prescribed value is called the initial data, and this curve C, this particular curve C, which is given in the beginning, this is called the initial curve, and it is a curve in the xy plane. And this whole condition which must be satisfied by the Cauchy solution, this condition is called the initial condition. So these three things must be known to us. What is the initial data? Initial data is the prescribed value. What is the initial curve? Initial curve is the given curve in the beginning, C, whose parametric equations are x is equal to x naught t, y is equal to y naught t. And what is the initial condition that must be satisfied? The initial condition that must be satisfied is that u naught t is equal to u of x naught t, y naught t. So these conditions must be satisfied. Now, one thing which has to be noted over here, that is actually the Cauchy problem, but one thing which can be noted over here is that C, the curve C, if you take a look, the equation of the curve C was x is equal to x naught t, y is equal to y naught t, which is a curve in the xy plane. Now, if you consider the curve x is equal to x naught t, y is equal to y naught t, and u is equal to u naught t, then this where u naught t is the prescribed value, then this actually denotes a curve in the xyu space. So this is also a curve, but in the xyu space, which means it is somewhat like this. If I draw the xyu space, then the curve would be somewhat like this. This is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, and this is your u-axis, and the curve, this, if I call it by gamma, then your curve gamma would be this, where the equation of the curve gamma are x is equal to x naught t, y is equal to y naught t, and u is equal to u naught t. And now if you take the projection, if you just take the projection of this curve, a projection of the curve gamma on the xy plane, if you take the projection, then the projection means, in a way, you can just assume that we are taking a shadow of this curve gamma on the xy plane. So when you take the shadow of this curve, in layman's language, it's the shadow of the curve in the xy plane, then the projection of the curve gamma in the xy plane would be this curve C, x is equal to x naught t, y is equal to y naught t. So this is one thing. So this C is the initial curve in the xy plane. This is the initial curve in the xy plane. And as far as gamma is concerned, you can say that gamma is the initial curve in the xyu space. Initial curve in xyu space. So that was all about the Cauchy problem. And one thing is there, which I have already stressed, by the conditions that we have put in the Cauchy problem on the functions x naught t and y naught t, they assure that Cauchy problem always has a solution, or Cauchy solution always exists. So that was all about Cauchy problem.